Hello. Today what we're going to be talking about is what many consider a joke. But in scientific terms there's more to the joke than meets the two eyes, as they say. The joke being, why did the chicken cross the road? And many people look at that as simply a joke, but it is much more than that. Once you break it down into the various groups, you'll find that the nuclei beta 2 and pi 2 square will bring into a symmetry a total inertia of the road, of a total triple alpha process of the chicken. So you're asking yourself, what is the refurbishment of the UPR paradox? But you don't really know what the paradox is until you get into the radiation effects, to the various decays, to the Zeeman effects, to the delirium effects, to gamma rays collisions, to neutrons. So what I'm asking you to do is to take some of these neutrons and back up just a little bit. And for 14 seconds after the temporary drop of a hydrogen nuclei, then I think what you'll be finding is that there'll be more of the symmetry in the flavor of inertia. Now, I'm not just talking about the nucleosynthesis of a nitrogen oxide. I'm talking more about the overall refraction. The overall refraction that goes within a uniform electric force. And let me just put it to you another way. It basically boils down to a really simple fact. When the proton and neutron collides, it produces deuterium. This sets up the way for the synthesis right through here for the chicken, which is the synthesis, to produce a nuclei in this stage of the universe right through here. When it reduces to this stage of the universe, the energy density was too low to allow heavier nuclei to stick. So what does that do? It starts with the relative abundance right here, which consisted roughly of 25% helium, and here 75% hydrogen, pathway 1, pathway 2. Let's use this example. When the calculus schematic series is combined with planetary atomic force regarding the chicken crossing the road, I think one of the best examples that I give my students is a non-inertial example such as this. If you take two oranges, two typical oranges, the pi natural meters margin are here. This is your chicken, okay? Now, you take a regular apple. This would be the example of a golden ration interval that's evident in repulsive gravity. So here is the other side of the road, a chemical paramedic route, a single dimension lane, okay? Now, we come over here to the structured nuclei. This is a nuclei alpha. The velocity is to get here. The velocity is to cross the vector rotational road. So, here is your chicken. Here is your road. Here is the other side of the road. 5 natural meters. Come back to this again. Okay. 5 natural meters. So, did the chicken cross the road, or did the road come under the chicken? Dispersive waves of electrons, 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 dispersive waves of electrons. That's the news today. What happens when the motion petroleum expulsion occurs in pi square 1? And this is really a fun way of explaining it, because a lot of people don't grasp, but this always makes it clear to them. You take a simple can of aerosol spray and where did the spray go? Disperse. Did the spray go from point AY to point B2? Rotational invariance, neutron absorptions, process protons, nuclide axis, radio subsection, junction rule analogy, biological effects magnitude and weightlessness, Newtonian physics, alchemy versus chemistry, the Doppler effect, vibrations, nuclear resistance, analog refractions, antidote dispersive waves, Schroeder equation. Mr. Chicken, don't cross the road, cross the road, cross the road. Oh, Mr. Chicken, don't cross the road, don't cross the road today. Oh, Mr. Chicken, don't cross the road, cross the road, cross the road. Oh, Mr. Chicken, don't cross the road, don't cross the road today. Oh, Mr. Chicken, don't cross the road, cross the road, cross the road. Oh, Mr. Chicken, don't cross the road, don't cross the road. Mr. Chicken, don't cross the road, cross the road, cross the road. I said, hey, Mr. Chicken, don't cross the road, 'cause the road will cross you someday. That's right, the road will cross you someday. So don't worry about crossing the road. Science for today.